Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to include a custom attribute inside the user's access token in Keycloak for a REST API. So yeah, let's get started. So I already have Keycloak running with the help of this command on my local setup, and I'm using Docker for it. So I have already ran this command. So here you can see it is still pulling that particular Docker thing. So Keycloak thing from Docker, sorry. So next you just have to go to localhost :8080. So let's just wait for that, for this setup to finish. I think it should be get finished. Yeah, here you can see, and the default credentials are just admin. I'll click on sign in. Now first, to get the access token we have to set up a client, right? So I can just go to clients. I can give it whatever name I feel like. This name is important because we need to use this name inside of a REST API, but you can give it whatever name you feel like. I'll just give it as my client, and by default I will be using the master realm. I'm not touching that. So I'll just click on next. I'll click on client authentication. I'll click on direct access grant. I'll click on next, and here I can just click on save. So we have the client with us. Now what I'll do is I'll just create one custom attribute. So for that, here you can see we have this user, right? So this is the default user. I'll just give it some email ID. It's not necessary, but yeah, I'm just giving it just for the sake of it, just so that I want to show you that this particular email field is part of the access token as well. Then I'll just go to realm settings. I'll go to user profile, I guess. Yeah, click on create attribute, and here I'll just give it some custom attribute called contact. Okay, and yeah, this is fine. Who can edit? A user can edit, and admin can edit as well. Okay, I'll just click on create. Then again go back to users. I'll go to admin, and here you can see we have this contact field. Now I'll just give it some value, something like this. I'll click on save. Now what I can do is I can go to Postman, and here like I said, my Keycloak server is running on localhost :8080. That's why I'm using that over here, localhost :8080/realm. I'm using the default master realm. If you have created a different realm, you will have to change it over here. So I'm just using master/protocol/openid-connect/token. Then you have to give the client ID which we have created. So in my case it is just my client. Then you have to get the client secret. So to get the client secret, you can just go to your client. So this was the client, right? My client. Go to credentials, and you can just copy this client secret from over here, and I'll just paste it over here. Then here you have to enter the username and password of the user, and the grant type is password. Okay, so yeah, that's it. Then I can just click on send, and it will generate an access token for me. But this access token does not contain the contact number. So just to prove it to you, I'll just copy this access token, and we'll try to decode it by going to jwt.io. I'll just paste the token, and here you can see I'm able to see the email verified as false, preferred username, email as well, but I'm not able to see the contact because that was a custom attribute. So to get include that custom attribute inside our token as well, you will have to go to your clients, go to client scope, and here you will see your client ID -dedicated. Just click on that. Then here you will have to click on configure a new mapper, scroll down, click on user attribute. Here just select your custom user attribute. For in my case it is contact, and also name I will give over here is contact. The token claim name is also important. Even though this is optional, this is very important. If you don't give the token claim name, you won't see your token inside your access token. So this is very important. I'll again give it as contact, and here you have to check this add to lightweight access token as well. Then click on save. Then go back to Postman, click on send again, and here you can see that our token is a little bit bigger. So I'll just copy this. I'll go back to jwt.io, and I'll just remove that old token, and I'll just paste in the new token, and here you can see we are able to see the contact details as well. So yeah, that's how you can add a custom attribute to access token in Keycloak REST API. Thank you for watching. Bye.